Ever since antiquity, there have been those who were born with the macula, the mark of the dead god. The macula appeared upon the skin of newborn children, a scar that no infant could possibly have earned. Those bearing the mark may come to have great power in their lifetime, the power of a mage.
Well, I can't alt-tab, so I can't see what kind of picture you put there. Let's continue. I think this is the one. This must be the one, yes. Whoa. Pientaniera. Excuse me, can I look at your title? No? Yes? Yes, I already read that one. I kinda... A Brock? Oh, Brocco. You shouldn't need that many Brockeries then. I kinda don't remember what we did last time. Oh, another book. Terran Archer, whose veins ran with the blood of the Archer Godslayer had contrived to gain possession of his ancestor's fabled sword. Wielding it, he took upon the aspect of Arcor and became invincible. Terran waded through the blood of his enemies, slaying the god Empress Koreth IV and declaring himself theocrat of the Heretic Kingdoms. All were forced to bow down to him, to worship him as their new living god. Upon learning that Garulian forces had sacked the ancestral city of his people, Archon Theocrat began his campaign of genocide against the Garulian people. Well, if you're in a Brock coma, you can definitely watch my stream. Hello. You offered to instruct me in the laws of the Order of the Veil? Of course, Momo. It would be my pleasure. How should I address you? Call me Krenz. I have no other name, and although I am High Sage of the Order, this grants me no title. What are the laws I must obey? Firstly, you must uphold the rulings of the Pentaniera. Further, you must maintain the secrecy of the Order of the Veil, except where expressly instructed otherwise. You will take only what pure essence is allocated to you by the Order, and will on no account attempt to take more than your share. That will only matter as you begin to rise through the ranks. As a new initiate, you will not yet be eligible to participate in the ritual. You will not interfere in any of the official duties of the 5 branches of the Order. And finally, you will not practice or encourage the practice of idolatry of any kind. Seems very straightforward. To record, nothing more.
The sages were charged with the duty to record all things.
Oh, to record.
It was their burden
record.
to be the custodians of all knowledge. but they were forbidden to use that knowledge for any purpose. It was a dichotomy that troubled many who bore the office of High Sage.
You are a scribe? More than that, my records exist in writing, in thought, and in attunement. In the event of my death, a new sage could acquire all my knowledge and memories merely by touching a scrap of flesh or fabric from my cadaver. The continuity of knowledge is paramount to the sages. If you record all knowledge, you must have access to every religious text ever written. It is true, but I keep records of all things. Would it not be safer to destroy such dangerous materials? I do not judge knowledge, I merely record it. Okay, is there someone else other than Jasker who might help me find Quova? According to the records, Quova was trained in the ways of the Order by Sais Larwin. Sais was the civil necromancer of West Corwin some 200 years ago, before necromancy was outlawed. He might be able to help, but it might be harder to get to him than to get to Quova. Where can I find him? In one of the mines in the mountains. Sais was overseeing mining with worker zombies when he worked for the Theocrat. It's possible there's one person, Kyalisar, who might know where Sais can be found. Ask the taverner at the thirst for revenge about the back door. He can tell you more or less what I can tell you. What do you know about Jasker? Before the second rebellion, Jasker was just an undead slaver. You know the kind. They raid the old mines for workers and guard zombies, break their conditioning, and then sell them on as workers. Jasker earned the name the Wild Boar when he refused to submit to the Theocracy's taxation demands. He would travel around with a small regiment of zombie warriors to protect him, which was what interested Lord Kjellen Malfagon in him. That's the previous Lord Protector of Corwin, yes? Indeed. Quo and Kjellen, I don't know, were planning to take out the Theocrat, and they needed something that would give them an edge against the superior numbers of the Theocracy's military forces. They hit upon a plan to use zombies in a series of suicide attacks. By using the zombies' expendable resources, they were able to hit the enemy units on the flank. Then when the unit wheeled around to guard against this attack, the main force was able to hit them from behind, wiping them out. It was a brilliant strategy. The Theocracy's troops hadn't fought a serious battle since the fall of the last Garulian Emperor some 240 years ago, and they were not prepared for this kind of warfare. I saw immediately that without aid, the Theocracy could finally be defeated, so I arranged to route the supply lines where they could be easily interdicted, starving the army and shattering morale. How did you achieve that? At the time, I was working as the Theocrat's Chancellor. You were working for the Theocrat? Don't misunderstand me. I had been a loyal member of the Order of the Veil for some time. Taran was immortal, but almost completely senile by this point, easily manipulated. Chancellor of the Theocracy was a perfect decision for a sage. I absorbed a great deal of knowledge about the Theocracy, the Shadow Hand Assassins, the people of the Heretic Kingdoms. I knew this was a golden opportunity to eliminate Taran, but I felt it to be of vital importance that Quova did not acquire the Godslayer sword, because with it, he could potentially catalyze a religious movement with unquenchable momentum. Yeah, there's like too many words and nonsensical words. So I took a knife, sharpened my attunements, waited for Taran to put down the sword, and then inserted the blade where a shadow hand would stab to kill swiftly. Hey, Heimdall. He crumpled like old parchment, a look of drooling surprise on his face. I ordered the monks of the sword to take the Godslayer and hide it at the monastery. Why didn't you take it to the Pentonera yourself? No, you can't, Faragis. That's a lie. You cannot leave. You can never leave. I couldn't touch it and live, and it was too dangerous to try and trick one of the monks. They could wield the Godslayer, and I didn't want a new Theocrat to emerge the same day we had finally eliminated Taran. Besides, I had to attempt to kill Quova. Unfortunately, Kjellen, I'm gonna say his name as Kjellen, took it upon himself to be a hero and gave his life to save Quova's. Kova escaped, but the Pentanera were indebted to me for my service and promoted me to High Sage, a position that Kova had once held. Isn't it dangerous for you to be in Corwent if you kill the old Lord Protector? Fortunately, I learned the Shadow Hand attunements that make it hard to focus on one's face. People outside the Order barely notice me at all. It's a most gratifying kind of invisibility. They see me, but they see me as one sees a crowd. They cannot hold on to any memory of me as an individual. But forgive me, I have strayed from the point. You were asking about Jasker. After the rebellion, Jasker returned to Corwent and went back to working as an undead slaver. If he had any further dealings with Kova, they are not known to me, but I am confident he can lead us to Kova's hiding place, either directly or indirectly. You mentioned my master's mother in the meeting. Lady Mara Valkyrin, yes. She was the founder of the Order of the Veil. She was the only survivor of the Reliquary Crusade, the quest that allowed Taran to become the Theocrat, and she was determined to bring about his demise. And ultimately she succeeded. Indeed, although I never met her, it was my pleasure to be the instrument of Lady Mara's revenge. You slew the Theocrat? A mere footnote in history, I assure you. Do not let it trouble you. Okay, bye. I don't need to rest. I will leave you to your work. Is this the same book? As time passed, the Theocrat slowly faded in power. Though still wielder of the Godslayer and a danger to all within the Heretic Kingdoms, Taran's lust for power and destruction had waned with age. Nearly 300 years after the Theocrat's initial rise to power, Chelin Malfagon, Lord Protector of Corwent, was approached by the sacred Scarred outcast. Kova had journeyed to the Corwent. I hate when they put the words on top of other words. I can't see. Journeyed to Corwent in disguise during his years of wandering after the near destruction of the cult, and had met and befriended Malfagon as a child. An alliance of unlikely allies moved to depose the Theocrat for good. Kova and Malfagon were aided by Chelin's son Morgan and the notorious brigand Jasker the Wild Boar. Thus began the Second Rebellion. Goodbye, Hamdall. Bye, Hamdall. See you later, Hamdall. Bye. Is this the other? Yes, that's the other. What's this then? Another bookshelf. Oh, this is this lady. Oops. Talian's daughter Carissa was raised as a child of the cult, slowly becoming disillusioned. She grew to be a rebellious young woman, spending more and more time away from the cult. In her 20th year, she met a man named Solon, the man who had replaced Mara Valkyrin as High Mage of the Order of the Veil. Carissa quickly fell in love with Solon. Although they would later grow apart, she believed in him enough to betray the laws of her youth and reveal the location of the cult of the Eternal God to him. The Pentanero quickly dispatched the Avenger to destroy the cult, an aim which he achieved almost single-handedly. However, to the Avenger's frustration, Kova escaped him once again. You must have many questions. I have a message for you. Ah, yes, I see. I received one of the others that were sent. General Udrik sent 4 messengers, 1 in each direction. Thank you for delivering this one, all the same. You're a tenacious sort, I can tell. Good trait to have in a friend. Okay. No, Faragis, I did not. Why do you hate Talion so much? My father and I have never been close. Perhaps I'm too pointed a reminder of the loss of my mother. The cult of the Eternal God is the antithesis of what the Order of the Veil stands for. Our feud can only be resolved when one of us lies dead. Who is Kova? He founded the cult of the Eternal God. I have dim memories of him from when I was a child. You should talk to Avenger about Kova. He'll tell you what you need to know. Avenger? He didn't seem too happy about my being at the meeting. He'll be a different man if you see him without your master being present. It's Lord Valkyrin he has a quarrel with. Besides, if I know Tar, he'll have gone straight to the Thirst for Revenge tavern. You can't miss it. Just head north and then west when you leave the Hall of the Inquisition. He'll be in different spirits by the time you see him. Do you know this Jasker my master mentioned? I don't think we met. He is an agnostic and a friend of Kova's. That inevitably puts him against anyone in the Order. Do you think he'll talk to me? I'm certain Krenz is already making plans to spread false rumors of a traitor in the Inquisition. Besides, Jasker isn't for or against religion, as I understand it. He just thinks people should have a choice, although why is anyone's guess? Avenger called you High Preceptor. What does that mean? I am the High Preceptor of the Order of the Veil. Yes? Oh.
The preceptors were charged with recruiting new members to the Order of the Veil. All mages of pure atheist intent were inculcated into the Order by the High Preceptor, a position now filled by Carissa Cantrect.
They didn't have to show a video. You recruit initiates into the Order, and that's why you said most Inquisitors knew you. The Inquisitors are all members of the Order, yourself now included. Okay. Bye. Be careful, Momo. But I completed a quest and that's all that matters. Where's my...
Find the location of Jasker the Wild. Disempower a local spiritualist cult by slaying the spirits that they worship in the deconsecrated church to the north. Locate and destroy the Godslayer's sword.
Let's see, how do I go into Spirit World again? Dream World. D. D is for Dream World. Let's see if we can find any experience thingies. It was this or the pirate game, and I decided that I'm going to have to complete some game at some point. Can't keep... Oh, yes, there is a hex mark. I can't keep starting new games over and over and over again and never completing any game. So... I decided to play this game instead. Even though it has a lot of reading. Who knows, maybe the pirate game has a lot of reading as well. How's it going? I have no time to talk, I'm afraid. Much. Thirst for Revenge up there. Market up there. That's leaving. I didn't really want to leave Kailasar. So let's go back. You're looking as shifty as ever, Joran. What are you doing in Kailasar? Funny story, friend. Well, not that funny. It seems someone informed the Corwent army about my equal opportunities trading with the Timurians. I had to move on in a hurry. I'm not happy about it. They would have arrested me if not for a few well-placed bribes. Any idea who sold you out? No, but I'd pay dearly to find out. I'll give you 1,000 shekels if you can tell me who betrayed me. I can do it, but I want half up front. Alright, I trust you, friend. 500 shekels. Now the rest when you find out who it was. You seem to be appraising me. It's not what you think, friend. I was just thinking what a fine gladiator you'd make. The gladiatorial games were outlawed after the fall of the theocracy. Ah, yes, of course. Still, a fellow can wonder, can't he? You have any weapons for sale? It's more like I want to sell you stuff, but... I need this healing totem, so I'm not gonna sell that one. I'll sell this. I'm never gonna wear heavy armor anyway, so... Let's see, what do I have here? Longsword. Not gonna use that either. This Timurian Raider's Maze. It's a fire element. Type melee. But I do like my focus weapons though, so I think I'll sell this one as well. I mean, I'm a mage after all. I will keep this one, the Sun Cloak, just because. What's this? Great Club. Don't need this book. Don't really know what we need these gems for, but I have a feeling we're gonna find someone who can let me add gems to weapons or something, and then I'm gonna be very sad that I sold them all. I think he's now full. Yeah, I can't sell him anymore. Have you managed to find out who sold me out to the army? Yeah, actually, Joran, it was me. Thanks for the 500 shekels. What? I let you off the other 500 under the circumstances. Why, of all the devious... Remember me if you have any weapons to sell, Momo. Joran offers excellent prices on weaponry of all kinds. Oh, I thought you'd hate me for the rest of your life. Let's see. Market. Let's go to the market. It's going to be a cold winter, they say. Are you on leave? Yes, milady. Line Officer Ganfalon, Quarter Moon Company. Fenric and I have been granted permission to visit our families here in Kalasar. Any news from the war camp? I heard the quartermaster sent a detachment to bring in some fellow who was based out in the Lost Canyons. I think his name was Jorah or something like that. They let him go in the end, so I guess he wasn't guilty. Don't be so sure of that. Dismissed. You can't take shekels seriously? Why are there fishes bouncing around all over the place? How is life in Kalasar? As turbulent as ever. That was interesting. How's it going? I have no time to talk, I'm afraid. How big is this place? Wild Boar Street. What's over here then? Armor. Oh, hello. Call that armor? You must have just come in from the West Corwent in that getup. This is perfectly good quality armor. You could do better. Do you know Jorn Sinessa? That untrustworthy charlatan. I'll have nothing to do with the likes of him. I could trade in armor. Yeah, oh, this is light armor. I was gonna say, but you probably only have heavy armor. But no, you do have light armor, and I do have a lot of money. Let's see. Yeah, just gonna sit back up. So this is base protection 6. This is also base protection 6 because it's exactly the same armor. Wait a minute. You... Oh man. He's like, I have better armor. You have the exact same armor, you fuck face. Pardon me, I'm a touch busy right now. Excuse me, citizen, I have nothing to tell you, Inquisitor. It's going to be a cold winter, they say. Pardon me, I'm a touch too busy right now. Outboard Street, Civil Mage's Tower. This place is a bit too big, actually. I don't like it. I don't like when places are way too big. How is life in Kalisar? It's turbulent as ever. You look like a hardy sort. Need any equipment? Lanterns, ladders, cloaks, boots, you name it. I have it on sale at a price that's practically giving them away. If you're practically giving them away, I'll take your entire inventory. No, don't be precautious. I meant I was figuratively giving them away. I'm practically selling them for a slight markup on costs. Do you know Joran Sinessa? Ha! Everyone in the market knows Joran. He's practically a legend. What do you think of him? I think one of these days he's going to wind up dead. But until then, I'll enjoy hearing his tales when he comes back to Kailasar. Let's see what you have for trade. Let's take... Do we need a rope ladder? We do have messenger's boots already. We don't need this cloak because we already have it. But we don't need this Timurian healing totem either. We might need another rope ladder, though. Let's take one just in case. I don't want this to be like in Divinity, you know, you take all the rope and you sell it and then you can never complete the quest because you're never gonna get another piece of rope. I think I have a hair in my throat. Dog hair. It's tickling something fierce. How's life in Kalisar? As turbulent as ever. Merchant house. Oh, is that a chest? No. Not a chest I can loot. Pardon me, I'm a touch busy. How's it going? I've no time to talk, I'm afraid. These people are boring. Guess they're just citizens. Well, that is one big... Well, yeah, that's what I mean, you know. Jeweler. Hey, you, madam. Can I interest you in the finest collection of jewelry and gemstones inside of Sunder's shield? I doubt it, but I'll humor you. Do you know Joran Sinessa? That rogue, of course I know him. Do you know he sold me some gemstones that he said were Sura glass, claimed they were valuable? And what were they? They were bits of glass he swept up from the floor of Blackrock Castle. I only didn't recognize what it was because the glass wasn't made with Corwin sand. You sound almost amused. Well, I admire his spirit, even even it's going to get him killed one day. So why do we need gems? Guy, man, thing. Why do we need these gems? Let's take this one. Don't know why, but let's just do it. It's going to be a cold winter, they say. Are you going to... It's going to be a cold winter, they say. Thirst for revenge is over there. We don't need to do the thirst for revenge right now. This Wild Boar Street, what's over here then? Yeah, but I mean, that's what I mean. You sold the ropes, but what if he never sells anything again? Fenric, hello? How may I help you, milady? Have you heard if Corwin's weapons have stopped turning up in Timurian hands? I have not heard any news recently about Timurian using our weapons, and I hear the supply situation has eased up too. Okay, what brings you to the market? Trying to trade? I have an eye ring, you know, the kind with earth essence or some such. It's supposed to be valuable, but I can't find anything I want to trade it for. I might be interested in it, I suppose. Am I? Why would I be interested in it? Dismissed. Why am I? What?
Find something to trade to line officer Fenric, currently on leave in Kyalisar for his eye ring.
But maybe this thing wants an eye ring. Do you want an eye ring? No. These are citizens. I don't think citizens have anything interesting to say. Oh no, there's a hair under my mouse. Do you need an eye ring? Well met, milady. I heard the quartermaster sent a detachment or something like that and wasn't guilty. Oh, come on. Do you have any idea what Fenric might trade his ring for? Not really, no. He is a strange one, that lad. Dismissed. Maybe the Joran guy knows. Probably need to go back to him. Oh well. Let's go to Wild Boar Street. You can't come in here. Why not? I'm afraid that'll have to remain a mystery. It's not really a mystery, dumbass. Can I go in if I'm in dream form? Can they see me? No, but the door seems to be closed or something. Are you Jasker, the one they call the Wild Boar? Who's asking? My name is Momo. Are you Jasker? Sure, I'm Jasker. Don't call me the Wild Boar though. I haven't gone by that name since the revolution. I'm taking a great risk by talking to you. If the Inquisition were to learn I was here, are you in trouble with the Inquisition? Can I trust you? More than you can trust most in this city. I was inducted into the Inquisition at a young age, but lately I've been having doubts. I met someone who told me that the cult of Eternal God, what she told me made me certain that the Inquisition is a grave mistake. I heard there's someone named Kova, a holy man who worships the Eternal God. I want more than anything to learn from him. Why have you been downloading stuff from the Microsoft Store? Ha! You expect me to help the Inquisitor find Quova? That's an irony I can appreciate. How do I know you're on the level? Can't offer any proof, I'm sorry, but I'm willing to trade you my service for the information. That would be acceptable. An interesting proposition. Quova and I fought together against the Theocrat, it's true, but we're not exactly friends. Not exactly enemies either. But right now I'm badly in need of help and you might be just the person to do it. What do you need me to do? There's a brutish man in Kailasar named Gozen. He's the thief master of the city, controlling all manner of illegal activities and more than a few legal ones too. I guess he must have been looking for new business ventures because he decided to take over the undead slave trade. I'm the best in the business in Corwinth and he knew it. Unfortunately, I insist on being my own master. Gozen didn't take kindly to your refusal to cooperate. Precisely, he's taken my son as a hostage. Either I cooperate or he'll torture my little boy. This has really upset you, hasn't it? Well, no shit, Momo. You're not a parent, are you? Changes everything, believe me. Well, what do you expect me to do? Rescue your son from the head of the underworld? Could you? I don't know. What are our options? Gozen's old lieutenant, Sharak, has fallen out with him, and the underworld has split into two factions. A good place to start might be to meet with Sharak's faction and enlist their aid. Why can't you meet with them? If Gozen knew I was dealing with Sharak, he would certainly kill my son. Hello, Heimdall again. I need you as a go-between, and if I help, you will help me find Quova? You claim to be on the path of the eternal god. Well, if that's so, I expect to see some self-sacrifice, some divine spark in you. Prove to me that you are willing to help others, and I'll help you. That's fair. When you find Sharak, you can tell him Gozen has asked me to put together a regiment of warrior zombies to set to work wiping out Sharak's men. I'm playing for time at the moment. I can delay the process, but I need to know Sharak will help me. It's a book in disguise, yeah. Let's see. You do know Quova, don't you? We can discuss that after you help me. How would I get to Gozen? They took me to him after Gozen kidnapped my son. He has a private chamber overlooking the gladiatorial arena. After the fall of the Theocrat, when the gladiatorial games were outlawed, there were a lot of gladiators out of work. Gozen has given the sport a new lease of life, and he also recruits his personal bodyguard from the arena. So I could get to him by excelling in the gladiatorial arena? Possibly. Don't count on it. You might need someone to arrange a private match to get his attention. Do you know how to get into the gladiator arena? Not really, but I sell zombies to a man who hangs out on the overlook. I've heard people tell him they were ready to be tested. I get the impression he might be using them in the arena. You could ask him. Where can I find Sharak? I'm not sure, but ask the prefect of the market, the head of House Ariviste. I have a suspicion he is in league with Sharak. Do you know Lord Malfagon? I knew the previous Lord Protector, Chelin? Malfagon. His son Morgan and I have not got along. It's been hard for Morgan, living in his father's shadows for almost a decade. Chelin died saving the Heretic Kingdoms. I can't even read. Morgan hasn't even been able to save Corwinth from a little Dimurian incursion. Do you know where he is now? Morgan? On his dutiful pilgrimage to the Oracle, as I understand. He has to go every 4 years to get the prophecy of Fort Corwinth. He's running late though. He may even be dead. Bye. Until we meet again. I don't seem to be able to go into his house. But there's a hex mark. David Cage wants to make a movie, but all he has is a game studio. Poor David Cage. know Sharok? If I did, do you think I'd admit it publicly? You know where to come if your armor needs. Well, yeah, but you haven't shit for armor. Yeah, she has some light armor. Where was this way then? Storehouse. Citizen and a horse. I'm a touch busy right now. Overlook. They did talk about someone in the Overlook. Arbiter. I'm ready to be tested. You look strong enough. Have you got the 200 shekels? What? No. I'll be back later. I'm not ready for this yet. I want to do some side quests first. Yeah, I got a lady. Don't you see her boobages? That's not man boobies. That's lady boobies. I was gonna say lady duties, but that's not really what we want, is it? It's going to be a cold winter, they say. It's always going to be a cold winter, they say. Hey, Solon. Lord Solon? Just Solon, Momo. My official duties are those of the civil mage of Kaialsar. I'm not of noble blood. And within the Order of the Veil, I am High Magus of the Order. As such, I preside over any meetings of the Pentanera, but I am not in charge per se, merely a custodian. What is the situation like here in Kaialsar? They say winter is coming or whatever. Not good at the moment. The Lord Protector of Corwin, Lord Malfagon, has a duty to visit the Oracle every 4 years to secure news of Corwin's safety from the Seeress. He has been gone far longer than necessary, and there is some doubt as to whether or not he is ever going to return. That must create problems. Indeed, in the absence of a clear figurehead of power, the people grow restless. There is one situation in particular which gives me pause. House Malfagon has always accepted a certain necessity in allaying a thief master, someone who can keep illegal matters under control. Thieves can conduct a certain kind of rough justice amongst themselves that the establishments find rather difficult to enact without seeming oppressive. The current thief master Gosen is a brutal man, but effective in his own way. He started by organizing the courtesanry in the city, then moved into protecting the market and other rackets. His lieutenant Sharok has decided to take advantage of the absence of the Lord Protector to challenge Gosen for control of the city. I am uncertain of the details of this dispute. The underworld is now divided into those who remain loyal to Gosen and those who are following Sharok. I have no problem with the thief master running Kaialsar in the Lord Protector's absence, but I will not have civil order break down over a power play. If you can put a stop to the war between these two factions, you would be doing Corwin the great favor. How should I stop this thief war? That is for you to determine. I don't care how it is achieved, and I don't care whether Sharok or Gosen is the new thief master. Don't drag me into the messy specifics, just let me know when the matter is resolved. Do you know where I might find Sharok? I know he's in hiding, but I don't know where. Ask around the market, someone there is bound to have dealings with Sharok. What is the duty of the High Mages? Research primarily. The Magi are engaged in learning, and the Sages are engaged in recording. As such, Krenz and I work in close alignment. Movie.
The Magi carried out the Order's experiments and endeavored to be the eyes and ears of the Pentanera in all things. Most High Magi have found that a civic position allowed them most access to the knowledge of the world.
Are you involved in any experiments? Always. Right now I am attempting to develop an attunement which might extend the bond between master and student to any person, allowing them to be located anywhere within the Heretic Kingdoms. The master's bond attunement, I am aware of it. I did not know it could be extended. Well, it's only been 20 years, and already I've made great progress. I I hope to have a name for the new attunement soon. Okay. Thank you for your time. Ooh, a civil rod. Don't mind if I take it. Don't know what it is, but I will take it and put it in my inventory so I can sell it later. Can I go down here? I do have a ladder. Let's see, do you have any experience in your house? Nope. Let's save. I haven't saved at all today. Church. How's it going? I have no time to talk, I'm afraid. Ah, a property vendor. You look like someone who could use a fine place of residence here in Kailasar. What makes you draw that conclusion? To be honest, the burning desire to sell off my property swiftly and get as far from Kailasar as my tired feet will take me. Now to the concept of sales. New to the concept of sales, are you? I'm sorry, I can't lie to you. The city has just got too dangerous for my tastes. The Lord Protector missing, rival thieves are a stone's throw away from war. The good news for you is that I'm selling property at an unbelievably low price. Everything must go. How unbelievable. To you, just 10,000 shekels. How much? You're right, that's pretty unbelievable. Better be finest house in the area. Think of it as an investment. If I stay here, I doubt I'll live long enough for things to settle down. But you look tough. You wait it out, you can sell it for twice as much when things have all blown over. Do you know Joran Sinessa? Not personally, but I know his reputation. If he's selling houses too, I strongly recommend you buy mine and not his. Don't worry, I wouldn't buy a house from Joran under any circumstance, believe me. Do you know Sharok or Gozen? Don't get me involved in what's going on with the thieves of Kailasar. I don't want to know. I'll give you the 10,000 shekels for the house. You won't regret it. I better not, or I'll come back. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Well, he forgot to make my bed, but he also left his bread for me. And his onions and other things. It's an okay house. And especially for the bed and the chest. I can put things in my chest. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with this. I will not come back and murder you. Pardon me, I'm a touch busy right now. How's life in Kailasar? As turbulent as ever. Storehouses. Outland Gate. Excusez-moi. Are there any? There are spirits here. I'm stuck. I can't move. Why can't I move? The good thing is, once I leave the spirit world or dream world, they can't chase me. do I get stuck and not able to move? Did they like freeze me or something? This game sure is strange. Finding light. Achievement. Get. Oh no, it froze me again. It's a bit annoying that I can't turn the camera. S! Yay, let's go with speed next. It's not my fault, Heimdall. It's not my fault. This place is huge. Oh, this was not a great place for me to experience. Can't catch me now. Haha. Suck it, spirits. Shoot him, shoot him! Aha! I'm stuck again. Yeah, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh. Run, run, run. The problem is I can't cast anything when I'm getting hit, so... I think that's a limitation mages have, you know, we can't cast while we're going ooh ah, ooh ah. dealt with it. Oh, we're standing behind something. So there don't seem to be any real live human. What is it, dog? What are you seeing, dog? What are you seeing? Is that a bee? Just a second, I'm gonna check what it is. Ay, ay, ay. It sure was a nasty little stinger. It's not nasty anymore. It's in my vacuum cleaner. That's how you get rid of unwanted guests. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Well, I am quite sure that their wings are broken and they die on the way in. I've never seen a crawly coming back out of it. Hex mark down there. And they get tangled up in all the dog hair that's inside the vacuum cleaner as well, I think. Anymore. My senses have sharpened so much recently. Was that this quest then?
Disempower a local spiritualist cult by slaying the spirits that they worship in the deconsecrated church to the north of Kyalesar.
Yeah, that must be this quest. But why is it still open then? Is there someone behind here? Like a real human? vacuum is like a nasty, crawly graveyard. That's what they get for breaking and entering. Or at least, you know, entering my house without my permission. Can I go in here? Let's go sleep in our house. It's 1 in the morning. And I need to refill my health bar. Yes, I will rest until the morning. Let's see, let's put blinding light in there. Boop. Now, the question is, how do I turn in this quest?
Disempower a local spiritualist cult by slaying the spirits that they worship in the deconsecrated church to the north of Kyalisa.
This is the church, and I did cleanse it. Maybe I just gotta turn it back in at whichever NPC gave it to me. It's that crazed Inquisitor who attacked the guys from the blockade. Gosling's offering 100 shekels for her head. Too bad, because you ain't gonna have a head at all. And I'm done with you. Oh, my inventory is full. I gotta put things in the other. In my other bags. I wonder if I can put bags in my bags. Did I drop it? Probably, yeah, I dropped it. Let's see, can I put a bag in a bag? I cannot put a bag in a bag. Oh well. Excusez-moi. Are there any more of you here? No? Is there a secret entrance I can take? No? Okay. Wait, is there a secret spirit world? Dream world? Hello? Do you have any dead ghosts here? That I can make even more dead? No. Bad. Thirst for revenge. Don't really want to go there, but guess I can. So the market is there. It is the thirst for revenge. Adventure. Taverner. Let's see what Taverner has to say. Welcome to the thirst for revenge. Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow your life could go completely down the latrine. What's through the door at the back of this tavern? Ah, therein hangs a tale. Let's just say the owner of this establishment can be found back there. It's his private office? Not exactly. You see, the guy who owns this inn is dead. Well, I say dead. He's not alive, shall we say. Percheron was the civil necromancer of Kailasar back before the theocrat declared necromancy illegal, long before you or I were born. Not sure how he lost his life, but he lives, well, dwells in the crypt behind this place. A lich, owns the tavern. The crypt was sealed off during the theocrat's reign, an excellent hiding place. In the Second Rebellion, Jasker managed to persuade Percheron to help the resistance take the city. What did Jasker have to offer? Guard zombies, as I understand it. Jasker runs the largest zombie slaver operation this side of the Sundered Shield. Percheron is rather particular about not being disturbed. I'd like to talk to him. Well, I'll let you into the crypt if you insist, but the management reserves the right to loot your body if you don't come back. And don't be surprised if Percheron won't see you. Do you know where I can find Gozen? No, none of that sort of business in my establishment. Do you know where I can find Shark? He used to come in all the time, not so much these days since the incident, the war between Gozen and Shark. Still your tongue, we won't have talk of that kind in here. This is a place of merriment, not of mischief. What do you know about the gladiator arena? I don't know nothing about an illegal underground gladiator arena. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not going to prosecute you, I just need information. Please, this is a place people come to drink and forget their troubles. Just leave me out of anything illegal. Don't be a stranger. I'm not gonna talk to him yet. Also, why is this tavern a ship? Well, that's one big merchant. Nabob. Hey, Nabob. If you have any questions, you should talk to my father. I'm just working for him, nothing more. Are you the prefect of the market? I am Croesus, the House Araviste, yes. May I help you? My name is Momo. I'm with the Inquisition. I just have a few questions. Well, while you're here, be certain to consider the fine range of weapons and focuses we have for sale in the merchant house. Really first-rate merchandise. You must know how to get to Gozen. I've never met him personally. He's very insular. He fears that if he walked the streets of Kailasar, someone would kill him, and not without good reason, I might add. You must know how to get to Gozen. Oh. How's business? You say you're an Inquisitor. It is true that I can reveal matters to you under privilege of confidentiality. The Inquisition grants confidentiality to all informers that help us root out religion, yes. Grants, yes. I want your oath that you will extend confidentiality to me for what I am about to tell you. If you are practicing religion, confidentiality will not help you. I swear to you that I am not. Will you swear to me that you will keep what I am about to tell you confidential? I swear I will only reveal what you are about to tell me to other Inquisitors, who will be bound by the same condition. Very well. Nabob, Lock the door. Yes, father. You may be aware that there is a struggle for power going on behind the walls of Kailasar. A criminal named Gozen has controlled crime in this city for many years. The Lord Protector tolerates this simply because there are certain areas the army cannot police easily. An orderly thief is preferred to one who will not negotiate, if you follow my meaning. However, there has been a falling out between Gozen and his most trusted lieutenant, Sharok. The fight between Sharok and Gozen has split the underworld into two factions, and a war between them may be imminent. This has nothing to do with religion at all. I never said it did. I just needed your confidentiality to tell you about this. Gozen charges protection to the market, and in return we get his assistance in doing business. That was fine until the time we were in occupation, but now getting caravans across Corwin has become difficult to say the least. Sharok is offering the protection of the army to merchants traveling to and from Kailasar at exceptionally competitive rates. And the army is working with a thief? Let's just say Sharok has his contacts in the army, and the army is in desperate need of additional funding at the moment for obvious reasons. I'm one of several merchants who pay for Sharok's protection. And what does this have to do with me? I'm getting to that. You see, if Gozen discovered that any merchant was paying Sharok for protection, he'd make an example of us. So I have to keep two sets of books, a fake one for Gozen and a real one with all my payments recorded. Unfortunately, I keep the real ledger in a warehouse on the north edge of Kailasar. There is an entrance to the sewer there, and it's a convenient place to meet Sharok discreetly. His men are based under the city at the moment. Trouble is, Gozen has learned that Sharok is using the warehouse to get out of the Undercity at night. He sent a gang of thugs to block Sharok from getting out of the sewers that way. Why haven't Gozen's thugs simply annihilated Sharok's men? For one thing, neither side cares to risk all-out war. For another, Gozen doesn't know about the secret passage that leads from the warehouse to the sewers. Secret passage? Momo, you're a bit slow, aren't you? It can be opened by pulling the manacle at the central column, And your incriminating ledger is right where Gozen's men are staking out. Precisely. They probably haven't even noticed it, but if they get bored, they might pick it up and, well, it wouldn't be pretty for me. And you want me to fetch it for you under the auspices of the Inquisition. A simple transaction. You bring me that ledger, I give you 50 shekels. 50? It's not much for such a risky endeavor. Alright, 200 shekels and a discount on everything you buy here. I'll think about it. Alright, 200 shekels and I'll give you cost price on any purchases. I said I'd think about it. And you'll keep this conversation confidential? You can count on it. Where do I get this ledger of yours? Nabab! Lock the door! Yes, father. That's all you think I'm good for. You can find the ledger in my warehouse. It's one of the entrances on the north edge of Kailasar. Look by the far wall as you enter. Bye. May your footsteps fall surely. I already killed those guys in the warehouse. You could have told me about the books before I went there. Yes, I know I didn't go see him before I went there, but still. I feel like, he should have. Where's this book of yours? And then there is the switch. Oh, I pulled it from afar. Oh, I see. Can I close it again? Yes. I'll be back for that. I have to say, I do like this game. Ugh, go away. different from what I'm used to playing. Just a bit. In the way how it's old and stuff. Old and ugly. Who's there? I can't see you. I come to trade with you. Do you know who I am? Your voice. It sounds familiar. Could you, well, glow a little less? If you trade with me, I'll leave you alone. What? I was glowing exactly the same amount the first time I was here. I have your ledger right here. Now, Bob! I know. Lock the door. You don't have to yell. 200 shekels, we said. And the discount. Cost price on any purchases, you said. Yes, of course. You Inquisitors strike a hard bargain. We strike everything hard. Whoa! I'm interested in trading. You mentioned something about a discount. Let's see what you got. 4 to 7 HP, but it's fast. I don't need a fast one, I need a strong one. What's that then? Let's just sell. Okay, bye. Hello, now, Bob. He's gone. I was hoping to talk to him for a bit. I mean, I guess I can't be angry at him for selling him out, you know? Which one of you guys told me about the thing that I... Oh, new appointment points. Speedy Gonzalez. Well, not really, but I'm aiming for that. Was it you who gave me the quest? What now? Do you care who the Thief Master of Kyalazar will be, Master? Not at all, it's of no consequence to the Inquisition. The spirits have been eliminated, Master. Excellent, I knew I could count on you, Momo. Master, do you happen to know where I can find the thief Sharok? I have it on good information that the prefect of the market has some dealings with Sharok. I would start there. Farewell. Religion is death, and death to religion. Let's see, do these other guys care if I make the power play of the thieves go in my favor? I must speak with you. Oops. One of these thieves. He runs some illegal games in a hall under Kyalazar. I believe that it is possible to meet with him if you sufficiently impress him in the arena. Other than that, he has very few dealings with the people of Kyalazar. I wonder if he was Gozen. Do you know where I can find Sharok? He's hiding from Gozen's men in the Undercity. Sharok must have allies who know how to contact him. Try asking around the market. Goodbye. What news? Do you know where I can find Gozen? Is he the thief master? I should ask Solon about that. Do you know where I can find a thief called Sharok? I'm not really on top of the situation here in Kyalazar. Perhaps you could ask Solon? He's the civil mage here. What's this flying in my mouth? Yeah, let's see the quests.
Just find something to trade to Line Officer Fanric, currently on leave, and seal the Dreamworld Rift in the cathedral.
Get into the gladiator.
There's an underground gladiator arena in Kyalazar. It might be a good place to test your mettle.
worried that if I do one quest, then, you know, it's gonna end the other quest, and I like doing all quests. Let's see, what did we need from...
Find the location of Quova the Scarred, who is the spiritual leader of the cult of the Eternal God. Talion is taking the Godslayer. Jaska, find something to trade to line off. Rescue Jaska's talk to Sharak on... There's an underground gladiator. In the absence of... Bring boar meat to the innkeeper of the Boar's Head in the village of Arathed. He'll pay 50 shekels for good quality meat.
What was that? Now I forgot what I was gonna do. What was that gonna Madame Softig's House of Exotica. Can I go in? You can't come in here, lass. Why not? You're not on the list. No one gets into Madame Softig's House of Exotica without being on the list. Well, aren't you special? I'm gonna go in where you can't see me. Fine. Get on the freaking list then. Avenger. Baron Avenger? While I'm here, call me Tar. I don't think that would be appropriate, sir. Suit yourself, just don't call me sir then. May I speak frankly? While you're in this tavern, I insist upon it. You displayed a certain hostility to me before. My grievance is with Valkyrin. Don't expect me to treat you with respect in his presence. But as long as you uphold the laws of the Order, there should be no problems between us. I would appreciate it if you could address me by my name rather than calling me Master Valkyrin's puppet. Haha! I only do it to annoy Valkyrin. Rest assured, Momo, I know precisely who you are. Now share a drink with me, or leave. Very well, I share a drink with you. There's hope for you yet, Momo. Excuse me, where am I? I swear I will never touch another drop of mead. Where am I? Oh, the Overlook. Oh. Well, I really wanted to talk to you some more. Where am I now? Is this the storehouse? No? Is this where it oh, this was... yeah, that's... excuse me, storehouse. Sir? Why don't you stay for a drink? What did Kova do? That miscreant, his crimes are legion. All you need know is that he violated the laws of the Order of the Veil, and his death has been mandated many times over. I will kill him, or die in the attempt. I was hoping for a little more detail. I have told you all you need to know about Kova, young initiate. Everything else is not your business. What about my master? My animosity to Valkyrin is too much your business for me to say anything to you. It is not my place to discuss crimes from which Valkyrin has been atoned of guilt. He broke the laws of the Order? By decree of the Pentanera, he did not. But you disagree. Be silent! I came here to drink, not to fight. Share a drink with me, or be gone. Do you know where I can find Gozen? Don't get me involved in your investigations, Momo. Do you know where I might find Sharak? Either drink with me or leave. That's the only choice. Have you heard anything that might be of use to me? What do you think I am, your informant? Talk to Solon if you want news of the city. I am otherwise engaged. Engaged in drinking. It is an honorable pastime. You should join me. It might relax you. Last time I joined you, I ended up in the alley. What did my master mean when he called you sightless one? I could not pass the test of the elements. I am unable to enter the dream world. But this is of little consequence. All executioners are sightless mages, and we still serve the Order of the Veil with absolute dedication. Carissa called you the High Executioner. Aye, I am the one who must enforce the laws of the Order of the Veil. A movie.
The executioners were charged with the duty to eliminate all enemies of the Order of the Veil. That remit extended primarily to all who had broken the laws of the Order, and at times to any who proliferated idolatry and religion. Swift justice was enacted by the High Executioner Baron Tar Evandra, whose dedication to his office rendered him above reproach.
If you forgive my impertinence, why are you in such a place as this? My task is to carry out the justice of the Order, Momo. But my work requires a certain level of patience, and that is something I find easier to come by in a place such as this. Okay. Bye. I'll see you around, Momo. Now, which quest do we want to do first? Guess I go up here and meet with this undead man for some reason. I don't remember why. But let's just do it. Chests and none that will open. Oh, hello. That guy seems to be stuck in the door. Are you gonna come out of the door, or are you gonna be there forever? Mr. Zombie? How did you get down from there? What a weirdo. Knock knock. Anybody here? Any treasure here? What a warrior. Got a little bucket on him, I think. Oh, now I'm in trouble. Never mind. Let's first go back. Let's go back in the spooky mode. Oh, stupid chair. Am I even hitting it? I think not. I think it's stuck in the door as well. Are you gonna be stuck in the door forever? Ah. Uh-oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah, Divine Divinity. It really reminds me of Divine Divinity. I haven't played Diablo, so I can't, you know, comment on that, but it definitely reminds me of Divine Divinity. Okay, Dream World off. Knock knock. What's that? Ooh, two. Hello. Is that where I need to go? Percheron, I want to talk. Damn liches. Liches? I'm gonna say lich. I'm gonna stick with lich because that's the way I remember it being said. And that it's hard to say lich all the time. They spend all their time in seclusion. You'd think they'd want to meet new people now and then. Percheron, I want to talk. Can I persuade you to talk? With my female charm? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. these two cookers. Fine, I'll be back. Yeah, I can't deal with lich. I always say lich. Lich. Let's see if this barman can tell me how to persuade Bertrand to talk to me. Oh, hello. That's my essence. Game is a little bit on the glitchy side. Welcome back to my humble establishment. No. Don't be a stranger. Excuse me. I think I've swallowed like an entire dog in dog hairs today. Maybe dog decided to sleep with his butt in my face or something. Glitch. Yes, a glitch. A glitchy glitch. Or a glitchy lich. Let's go take a nap in our bed. Our own little bed. Yes, I rest until morning. Don't have anything else to put in here. Or any other spot to put it in. So let's just nap. Let's see, got our quests. Okay, let's go see if I can go into the arena and because arenas are always part of games, right? Oh, it's on the overlook side. Let's go this way. This way. Or I could just have gone and drank with that guy, and got myself teleported into the alley where I need to be. The outland gate. Am I lost in this city that isn't very big? I think I'm lost. That's the overlook. That's where I needed to go. Could have sworn it was over here on the other side, but oh well. Oh well, let's see then. Let's pay the 200 shekels. Here's the fee. Ready yourself and I'll release the zombie. If you can beat it to my satisfaction, you're in. Ooh. Not bad, you're in. To get to the arena, follow the path from the southeast edge of the market. Talk to the guard there. He'll let you in for your first match. Good luck in your first fight. Gladiator arena. This is the thing I really hate in games though. I really hate arenas in games. I feel like it's lazy design. Like this. Apparently it's nothing. But yeah, I feel it's lazy design because you just send enemies and make them fight. And it's many rounds and it's boring and it's ugh. You're a citizen. I want to buy his eye thing. are welcome to enter. Thank you. It feels like every game feels like they need to have an arena in their game, and it's just so boring. I'll make something else. The Arbiter sent word you'd be coming. Do you know what to expect? I expect to be challenged. Your first fight should be easy enough. How much is the purse for this fight? 250 shekels. It's a fair price. I'm ready for the arena. I got the death shroud. Oh yes, look at us now. And this is also a thing I hate about arenas. My loot! It's my loot! It's a thief. Talk to Cheryl. What? There was a G thief? Probably best if we don't talk. That's another gee thief. Why do I keep saying gee thief? Gee thieves. So where did the guy go with my money purse? Guy, my money please. Or do I have to go back all the way? They make me go back all the way outside to talk to the Arbiter. Oh, they better not. I better not have to run back and forth every time. You're welcome to enter, thank you, but I didn't really... Okay, maybe we can go check. New advancement points. Now that I put more points in speed, do we actually get some more speed? There you are, Arena Guard. My money! How much is the price for this fight? 500 shekels, it's a fair price. But wait, did I get my money before? What does the quest say?
Fight in the underground gladiator arena for money and glory.
Didn't say anything. Okay, fine. I'm ready for the arena. Look at all this loot. Gladiator breastplate. Look at this guy for It doesn't say that I got any money. It only says the experience. Okay, let's go back up and talk to the guy up at the top. Can I go this way? Nope, that's only the way to that guy. At least the experience is good, though. Can I go up this way? Nope, not this way. Street. There's a civil mage's tower. It's not in the civil mage's tower. Storehouses. I think it's near the storehouse. Yes. Might be faster just to go have a drink with what's his face and be teleported here. I've got nothing to offer you right now. I'll come back some other time. Okay, so I'll be back later, I guess. So he won't be. Wait, so I can go over this bridge. Oh man, I took the long way around all this time. I feel silly. Let me in again. Where's my money as well? You stinking thieves. Give me my money. We got in some new opponents just for you. How much is the purse for this fight? It's 1,000 shekels. Fair price. For the arena. Holy moly, that's a lot of menace. Run, Momo, run! Like your life depended on it, because it does! Did he just teleport in more, guys? Yes, they're teleporting in more guys. I'm gonna have to take a nap in between this fight and the next. Momo dodged attack. This is how it is when you're a mage. Oh man, they better let me come pick up all this loot. I mean, look at it. Momo is victorious again! Yes, she is! She gained 10,000 experience and 800 per gladiator. Let's go have Maybe they give all the money at the very end of the arena. Maybe they just put it in. I'm gonna have to check how much money I have the next time before we fight. It's gonna take me to my house. No, this is not my house. But maybe if I go this way. Ah, this is my house. I will sleep until the morning. Oh, I can put in more stuff, but I don't have really... I can't put the defensive aura. I mean, I can put it, but it's gonna be useless because I am wearing armor, so... So I did pick up this. It's heavy armor. And heavy armor. Wonder how many more rounds there are there. You are welcome to enter. Thank you. That's what it feels like. You are being offered a duel, a one-on-one fight. I assume you'll accept. I'm not sure whether to bet on you or not. How much is the price for this fight? 2,000 shekels. It's a fair price. Boss fight. You can't beat the running Momo. Be right up in my face, I dare you. How much health? 500. You're so mean, game. You're so mean. Ah. Oh. This is making me furious. I want my... Oh shit, I forgot to look in my inventory if they actually put money in my backpack. Bet that was the last fight as well. Okay, I have 10,786. You're too good for the fights we have at the moment. Come back in a week or so. We might have something for you then. Okay, but where's my money? Jasker's son. Are you Jasker's son? Yes, who are you? A friend, don't worry, I'll find a way to get you out of there, kid. Only Golden has the key to my cell. You're going to have to be patient, but rest assured I will come back to free you. It's probably best if we don't talk. Does it mean I can sleep for a week? Or do they mean I actually need to come back
In the
later?
fights in the underground gladiator arena for
Okay,
money
let's go
and
meet
glory.
with Sharok. Right, maybe you can... I must speak to you, Jasker. I know where they're keeping your son. Where is he? In a cage in the gladiatorial arena. He's safe and holding up well under the circumstances. We have to get him out of there. Might be able to free him from inside the arena, but I couldn't guarantee he'd survive an escape attempt. We might have more options if I could get to talk to Gozen. It would be tricky. I hear he has a price on your head. Yes, it's very flattering. Gozen's very much bound by tradition. A formal challenge with his bodyguard would get his attention. How do we arrange that? I don't know. Maybe Sharok could do it for us. Where do I find Sharok? I'm not sure, but that's the prefect of the market. Yes, I already know. Very well. I already know how to read. Now, the question about the eyepiece being gunful on you, absolutely know nothing. I have any idea what Fenric might trade for his ring? Not really know. The strange one, that lad. He's from the war camp. Sure of that. Let's go to the war camp then. Just because we can, I think. And Joran is no longer here, so... War camp. There. You look guilty. No, honestly, I have nothing to hide, my lady. You look guilty. Hello, Broken Clock. Luke. Welcome back, Momo. Do you know how the damsel returned? No, I didn't want to. Do you know what this guy wants? Let's meet. Does the quartermaster know what he wants? Yeah, you're back again, are we, milady? Do you know Line Officer Fenric? Fenric? Aye, milady. I sent him on leave. Nothing has happened to him, has it? No, not as such. He has something I wouldn't mind getting, but he doesn't know what he wants in return. Oh, Fenric, so superstitious. Not in a religious way, you understand, milady. He lost his lucky stone a while back. Fair fell to pieces for a while there. If you could find him a new one, I suspect that would satisfy him. There's not much to go on. Will any stone do? I think it was his birthstone. There's some superstition about having to be given it and not asking for it, I think. You know how easily spooked soldiers can be. He said it was his birthstone. Do you know when Fenric's birthday is? Sorry, the only records I have are for material. Very well, milady. Ishkai trader, do you know? We meet again, little Ishkai. Nope. General might know. I mean, he should know, right? I think the general would know about the soldier. Welcome back, Momo. You're always welcome in the command tent while I lead the Corvent army. As the situation improves, possible. Very well. We'll meet again. All these are just hello, Farragut. Well, if you broke it, then yeah, you can't cut the grass anymore. Gonna have to buy a new one, and it might be one of those pushy ones that aren't even electrical because you can't afford anything better. Or maybe your uncle buys it and then he will buy one of those because he doesn't want to spend any more money. Let's go to Kayalsar then. Gonna follow on. Well met, milady. Quartermaster says Fenric has lost his lucky stone. Is that what happened? I thought he'd been down recently. He used to treasure that, whatever it was. You don't know what it was. He used to keep it in a pouch around his neck. Someone gave it to him when he was conscripted. I think it might have been his birthstone. When was he born? 7th moon, I think. Any idea what birthstone that is? Not a clue, sorry. Dismissed. Quite sure the little feller owns the gem store knows. I don't know why I want his piece anyway. It's Earth's magics. I'm delighted to see you again. Who do you want to win out of Gozen and Shark? So I have some great stock in at the moment. It really is fine. Quality merchandise. Do you know Shark? I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Why don't you look at what I have for sale and not get me involved in anything to do with the underworld? Bye. Maybe the wizard knows. I mean, a wizard should know, right? Don't make me go back there to the camp. Back here again. Wait, this is the overlook. This is the wizard's house. If I may briefly trouble you further, Solon. Who might know? Let's go back to the war camp then, just in case the wizard there knows. Let's talk with the guy, maybe he will tell us. How may I help you, milady? No. I hate running back and forth for no good reason. I mean, a gem merchant should know, right? Should know. War camp. Maybe he knows bard. Nope, he knows nothing. Wizard, do you know? Welcome back. Oh shit. Faxon is missing. Faxon is the bard. Nope. Sky Trader knows. Nope. Maybe this guy knows. Nope. I can shoot magic. Can I murder the bard? Everyone hates the bard anyway, so. Let's see. Nope, can't murder the bard. Do you know what stone it is, Captain? Nope. What about your shaman? Nope, can't even talk to the shaman. Let's go to Arathan. To the water spirit guy. Maybe he knows. Nope. Must be someone in Hyalisar then. Who knows? Maybe the merchant prince guy. Or the merchant, whatever leader base name he was. Maybe Abobo knows. His name was Abobo, right? Oh, not Bob. Just talk to my father. I just work for him. Excuse me, citizens. I have nothing to tell you, Inquisitor. Maybe the armor smith guy knows? Would you rather Sharok overthrew Gozen or Gozen held on to power? This is something we should discuss. Humor me. Toll market pays protection to Gozen. We have to. Those who want their caravans to survive Tremuran attacks, while the protection of the army comes at a good price from Sharok. Can't say we're happy about having to pay two different people for the protection either. Didn't tell you this, you understand? Of course. Who else would know? Maybe one of the Inquisitors? You have no idea, right? No. Just a regular old citizen. Well met, Momo. Goes in Sharak. No. Careful, Momo. Do you know? Oops, I can continue the need of the body forever. I accidentally went to sleep. Determine where speak with you. Nope. Nothing. Okay, this is what I don't like. It's like...
Find something to trade to Line Officer Fanric, currently on leave in Kyalisa for his eye ring.
See, that doesn't say anything, really. Because, yeah, it doesn't say anything.
Appease the miller on behalf of the miller's daughter. She has married the river guardian, who was unable to pay a dowry, leaving the miller needing someone to work in the mill, but with no money to pay them.
Who else could we talk to that would know? Maybe one of the bar people? I mean, that guy wasn't any helpful at all, and he's supposed to sell these jewels. Wait, there was one guy who sold like random shit. Let's see. Where's the random guy who sells random shit? It's you, merchant. I knew you'd be back. Let's see. I only have Jasper. I don't need your other shit. You didn't tell me anything either. Let's go talk to the gem guy and see what he has for sale. Maybe one of the items actually says born people born under the 7th moon or whatever. Certain trading with you. Order of evil spirits. So in the forward, this is secret stone, the black rock kind of the sewer from which the name. Please talk of protection from attacks from wild animals. Maybe this one I got. Let's buy one of these. Why not? Sell this one on the shit stuff. God. It's like soldier stuff or something. Doesn't seem so. So we just paid this guy for nothing. I don't want to talk to you guys. Let go of me. Fine, let's just go talk to the thief man then. Wamble wamble. Knock knock. Anybody home? I'm sure there's gonna be ghosts here. Oh, hello. Resurrection! What does this one do? Has a 50% chance of bringing you back to life if you are killed. I haven't been killed so far, but you know. Am I even hitting the thing? Great axe. Oh god, I've been poisoned or something. It's okay. It's okay. It wasn't that bad. Oh, what's one of those? You're not a very good trap, you know that? Just saying. Ooh, a thief. Oops. A hex mark. Never saw it go. It's probably best if we don't talk. Why do you always say that? Oh, that's Shark. This is a strange place for a gentleman to find himself. It's no place for a lady either. Who are you? My name is Momo. They call me Shark. I hope for your sake you have something to say that'll mean I can let you leave here alive. Jasker sent me to negotiate with you. Is that so? Why you? I am an Inquisitor. It allows me a little more safe passage than the average citizens of Kayalisar. What does Jasker want? Gosen is holding his son hostage. He's willing to secretly ally with you if you will help him get his son back. I need all the allies I can get, but what does Jasker have to offer me? Apparently, Gosen has asked him to put together a regiment of zombie warriors to wipe you out and your men. He's willing to delay that indefinitely if you will help him get his son back. Tell Jasker he has a deal. Farewell. Let me know what Jasker decides. I think Jasker decides yes. Could be just me though. Take my word for it. Oh, that one is a giant one. Apparently. I took its mandibles. Its mandibles. Oh, level up. More speed. explored all of this now. Both in and out of spirit world. This way. Then from here, go down. I must speak with you, Jasker. Shark says it's a deal. That's the first good news I've had in days. I'll keep stalling Gozen over the zombie brute squad. I'll tell him the mines are hard to raid at the moment. Will he believe you? It's the truth. There's an infestation of aphotic spiders up in the Sundered Shield. None of Gozen's slavers have returned. I can't get past them, but Gozen doesn't need to know that. It will buy us some time. I've secured Shark's aid. Now will you help me find Kova? Not yet. Go help Shark free my son. Then we'll talk. Why do they make me run around in circles? At least the dungeons are smaller than in Divine Divinity. The deal's been struck. Jasker will keep stalling Gozen over the zombie brute squad. It should buy you some breathing room. I can see having an Inquisitor on my side will be a great asset. I believe I have another job I can put you to, if you're willing. What's this new job you're offering? I have some urgent business I need to conduct in the streets of Kayalisar, but I need some protection. You have plenty of men. Permit me to explain a little of the situation in the city at the moment. Gozen is still trying to hang on to everything with a tight rein, and he has more men and better finance than I do. I'm gaining ground, especially with the merchants. I have contacts in the army, which allow me to offer first-rate protection to caravans, better than Gozen can arrange, not to mention forged credentials of the highest caliber. It all amounts to a reasonably steady income, and I have some coin shaving going on to make the proceeds go that little bit further. This is fascinating, but skip to the point. I need to meet with a couple of key people in the city, but if I go upstairs, I'll need a whole gang of thieves for protection. What's more, Gozen will feel obligated to send an even bigger gang to ambush us, and it will be outright war. Frankly, I'm not willing to gamble that I'll be the last man standing. Where do I come in? You're with the Inquisition. If you act as my bodyguard, Gozen will be extremely reluctant to interfere. Even Gozen isn't bold enough to try and take on the Inquisition. What's in it for me? Ah, spoken like a woman after my own heart. I'll give you 250 shekels. I'd want fresh minted shekels, not shaved coins. Coins cast from shavings. Of course, would I try to con you? We'll find out in due time. Very well, let's get this over with. First up should be the merchant house by the market. I need to meet with House Ariviste to discuss the matters arising. Hope I don't have to follow him walking. Oh good, wait here. He's got one poisoned sword, though. Nabob, lock the door! Croesus, no payments. Ledger, Coulson doesn't know. Protection of the army. Here's shekels. Fair price. Speak to the armorer. Deposit later. Take me to the armorer's shop on the other side of the market. You have a lot more money than you say you do, don't you? I swear, everything is in order. Well, what do we have here? A little sewer rat come up for some air? This man is in the custody of the Inquisition. You will not hinder us. You're her! Coulson's offering 200 shekels for your head. You'll find that it's rather firmly attached to my neck. Get her! I see you forgot to buy fireproof clothes. My inventory is full. Sort of. Oh, did I accidentally drop it? Perhaps not the best time to come and talk to the armorer. It can wait, I suppose. Take me to the thirst for revenge instead. I need a stiff drink. But he was there! Well, that went a lot less smoothly than I'd have liked. Here's the money I promised, all freshly minted shekels, you'll notice. Come and see me in a few hours. I'll need escorting out of here. I'm not your escort pet. Back to my humble establishment. Oops, sorry. Hey, I'm drinking. Come back later. Do you ever heard anything that might be of use to me? My informant talks only for news, otherwise engaged. Bloody, bloody, blah. You're found. What am I supposed to do now? Yeah, this game, it got a bit on the boring side now that I'm in the city.
In the absence of Lord Malfagon, Kyalisa is run by the thieves. Rescue Find something. Jasker the Wild Boar is an old friend of Jasker the Wild Boar is an old friend of Quover's and should be able to help locate him. He lives at the south corner of Kyalisa. To succeed, you will likely have to masquerade as a cult member, secretly operating from within the Inquisition.
Oh yeah, I like the newer game much better. It was much less talky, much more killy. Have a sleep in our bed and put on resurrection. As he drank, he drank done now, done drinking. my. Are you done drinking it now? Comfortably drunk, are you? Hey, why the note of disapproval? You know, you're kinda attractive when you're angry. Get your hands off me. Maybe you should Inquisitioner me some. You're blind drunk. I'm going to overlook this inappropriate behavior. This time. Ooh, you should take me to Madame Softigs. What? I got restless loins. I need a little companionship. You have got to be kidding me. I'll give you 100 shekels. It's not far. It is if I have to prop you up all the way. Come on, it'll be fun. You'll see. It's just a little to the west of here. I'm doing this against my better judgment. At least maybe I can get on the list. Welcome to Madame Softig's House of Exotica, where everything a man could want is available at a fair price. It's been a while, Shark. You sure you want this kind of trouble? You know the rules, darling. No fighting in the brothel by order of Gozen. He might just make an exception for you. It's your friend. I think these guys wanted to attack us. This is the delightful Momo. Take a bow. Wow, Momo. It's her! Oh, here we go again. How much for my head now? No fighting, boys and girls. I mean it. It's 500 shekel for the ones who brings ghosts in her head. You're nothing but trouble, Sharak. I think this is your own trouble. I could kill you right now if I wanted to, but I heard Madame Softig. No fighting. Now get out before I change my mind. This isn't over. Feel free to wait outside if you want. I'll happily kill you there. I already killed one guy. Well, well, aren't you the feisty one? I have no desire to work for you if that's what you're thinking. Far from it, dear. It just pleases me that you respected my wishes. I killed someone. You're welcome in my humble house of Exotica anytime. I'll have you added to the list. Thank you. Now, Sharok, pay up and get on with whatever filthy business you came here for. Here's the money. Come and see me in the tavern tomorrow. We'll have a lot to discuss. If you say so, just try to stay out of trouble until then. Okay, Madame Softig. Let me guess, you were born in third moon, weren't you? That makes you one of the bloodstone. Oh, she knows! You should keep one with you. It'll keep you safe. It's also like blood-like religious rhetoric. Oh, nonsense. It's pure astrological wisdom, my dear. Astrology? You'll forgive an old woman her foibles, I hope. I'm too old to change. Do you know the birthstone for 7th moon? Of course, dear. That's carnelian. How do you know all these weird things? Did no one ever teach you about the birthstones and star signs? People born under the carnelian sign are loyal to their friends and their principles, but indecisive and vague. Sounds like Fenric, alright. Do you know where I can get a carnelian? Ah, the birthstone for this Fenric fellow you mentioned. They're common enough. I'm sure one will turn up soon enough. Do you work for Gozen? In a sense, the authorities had trouble policing the city's courtesanry. Apparently the soldiers' wives objected to them policing my establishment for some reason. Gozen started his rise to thief master quite legitimately, taking on the duties of protecting and guarding my establishment. Are you close? With Gozen? Not really. I haven't even seen him since his rise to power. He spends all his time in his private chamber. Would it affect you if Sharok took over Gozen's business? Not especially. My house is neutral ground, always has been. Whatever disputes occur between the thieves of Kailasar, they know I won't tolerate any violence in front of my girls. This place is huge. I'll take that as a compliment, dear. Are you of noble blood? You're not from around here, so I shall forgive your ignorance of my circumstances. I am the rightful heir to House Softig, the last of the matrilineal houses, I might add. Who inherits this after you? Even I was not born a Softig. I was adopted by my predecessor. Some of the girls have been adopted into my house, and there will be another Softig when I am gone. Softig. You seem to have everything worked out. Ha! Well, stinks, Momo. You still haven't been able to secure a replacement minstrel. I had to take drastic steps with the old piper. He couldn't keep his hands off the girls. I have a minstrel for you, but nobody likes you. Did you have him killed? No, but I could have done. I have found it is hard to hire new minstrels when you have a reputation for having them executed. I'm sure the old piper made it out to the Outlands before the slavers caught him. Anyway, if you run into somebody willing to work in a relaxed workplace, someone who might ease the somewhat dreary atmosphere here at the moment, it would be most helpful to me. I actually know a guy. Oh, Houdini. You silly dog, what did you do now? He's trying to stop flies from flying out of the balcony door by closing the balcony door. Do you get on with Sharok? He is a rogue and a scoundrel, but I have always had a soft spot for him. It seems to me that his current war among the thieves can only end when either Sharok goes and lie dead. You may be right. I can't afford to get sentimental, though. The safety of my girls must be my paramount concern. Tell me about this astrology. What's to say, learned folk dismiss it as rubbish these days, but it still entertains those of us with an eye for that which might be. I don't understand. The world's a dull place if you insist on measuring and recording everything in fine detail. I prefer to let amusement be the basis for my reality, but then I was born in 11th moon, so I am a topaz. We're not exactly grounded. What about Sharok? I reckon he was born in 4th moon, which would make him an opal. That's the signet stone for House Malfagon too. It's supposed to be a good sign for a man of Corwent. But given that there's been no word from the Lord Protector, maybe it's not as good a sign as it could be. Goodbye. There's always a room for you here, if you need it. I do not need it. I need a carnelian. And I need to go see the minstrel. So first we'll go to the war camp. To have a carnelian on me, probably. Where did I put all my stones? There. I have a jasper. A god. A gate. A gate. Ah, the damsel returns. I know a place where your music can be truly appreciated. Indeed. I believe the troops here already prize my dulcet and melodious tones. Yes. Right. There is an establishment in Kialisar. People go there. Shall we say it is where the companionless fellow would go to seek solace in the arms of a comely wench. Indeed. The proprietor, Madame Softig, would be greatly indebted to I can't believe I'm going to say this. To a wonderful balladeer such as yourself. Well, she need only submit a formal petition to House Malfagon, and I should be delighted to serenade her clientele with my amative arias. I'll tell her the good news. Farewell. Take care, Faxon. Let's go back to Kyalisar again. This gem guy, do you have a carnelia? I've probably had like a carnelia but sold it to someone. Let's see, amber, jasper, tiger's eye, obsidian, hawk's eye, stone, bloodstone. There's a carnelian. Thank you. You can have my other whatever. Blah blah blah. I want to give you this lucky stone. A carnelian? How did you know? That's a story I can't be bothered to tell. Just give me the eye ring. Of course, thank you so much. Bye. Thank you so much for getting me a new lucky stone. Earth elemental, no armor. Why did I even want this? Why? Why would I even want that? My cursor is way off? Oh, oh dear. It's normal for me, so... I'm on the list. You're always welcome in my house, Momo. I have a possible solution to your minstrel staffing problem. I'm all ears, dear. There's a bard, and I use the term loosely, named Faxon Eco, who is currently torturing the war camp with his talents. Faxon Eco would work here. You know of him? House Malfagon's bard? He's a legend. Am I to understand you actually like his music? Oh my dear, you have much to learn about running an establishment. Faxon is legendary because his lyrics are so unconscionably awful. He'd do fine as a minstrel, and his ballads will be riotously funny in such a place as this. I swear business will boom the moment people know they can come here to hear Faxon. Well, there's no accounting for taste. What needs to be done? You need to submit a formal petition to House Malfagon. I get the impression they would be glad to have somewhere out of earshot to send him. You've done me a great favor, my dear. Can you spare a room for me? I need some time alone. Of course, there's no charge to you, Momo. Oh. Where's my girl? Stinker. Taken a shine, Madame Softig seems towards you. Is that a good thing? Of her friends, she takes great care. Does she treat you well? Madame Softig's girls are to her the most important thing in the world. Your accent isn't familiar to me. I am called Ashanaru. I hail from the eastern coastlands. If it offends, I crave forgiveness for my accent. No, it's charming. How did you come to be here? As I am certain you are aware, Timuria is in chaos. From the Timurian host, my town was threatened by invasion. To see what could be done to save us, my brother Talisanu was sent to the oracle. Before he could return, the Timurians invaded and enslaved my people, as slaves who were sold to the highest bidders. How did you end up in Corwent? From the outland slave traders, and with her own money, Madame Softig rescues girls. Probably to her I owe my life. In her establishment I am proud to be a courtesan. You must come from Silken Sail Alliance. I do indeed. I understand they are more lenient towards the religion there. Although denied the power of law, the Eastern Islands tolerate religious practice. However, to administrative positions, eremites and shamans are denied the right. There is much work to be done there. Farewell. May your journey be free of storms. You're welcome. Bye. Oh. A warrior princess. I like that. Touch me and I rip out your tongue. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Just think away now. You do that trick. other named characters. Can't go in there? Oh, we also need to go look at the dream world of this place. Like there. Another trick. Chest. Don't mind if I do. Is trick basically a name for people who go after courtesans? It's an XP boost. Like yes, they're not that hidden, but still hidden enough. Like just running around these same places again and again, just because there might be something else when you're actually visible. That guy's got an itch now. Go sleep with him. Spread the itch. Okay. Talk to Madam something. Maybe she wants to talk about her. Hello, Braxy. How are you today? She wants to talk about the girl, whatever her name was. Ashanara says you rescued her from outland slavers. I do not tolerate slavery of the living. Any human girl who is auctioned at the outland border camps who might work here I have purchased on my behalf. Aren't you just extending their slavery? Actually, they are free to go once I have purchased them. They can either owe me the money or work off their debt here. Most choose to come here. Are you against courtesanry? I haven't given it much thought. Have you never? have no interest in men that way. Well, you could always. I would prefer to end this discussion before it becomes inappropriate. Oh, while I remember, if you find any weapons lying around, you're welcome to them. We tend to confiscate them from the more rowdy visitors, and they're just going to waste as it is. Thank you, I already stole them all. Now what do I do?
Fight in the rescue in fight in the underground gladiator arena for money and
Do I
glory.
have to go sleep and then come? Oh, I was gonna meet him in the bar. That's what he said, right? This guy. Whatever his name was. Sloth, or whatever his name was. Kalosh. Sharak, that's his name. Back drinking, I see. No need to shout. I apologize for my behavior the other night. I don't get up into the city often. I think I let it go to my head, among other body parts. Look, I've apologized and it won't happen again. We got bigger problems right now. What's the problem? It seems Gozen has had a backup plan for wiping out my men in the sewers. What happened? I don't know how he did it, but the Undercity is now infested with demon spawn. He must have a mage working with him. Can't believe he'd stepped this far out of the code. So there is honor among thieves. Barely, but if Gozen is involved in these demon attacks, it crosses the line. We're thieves and criminals, but we don't do anything to endanger the city. We have to do something. My men won't last long if we don't do something soon. Well, why are you just sitting here drinking your freaking beer? We're supposed to be working towards rescuing Jasker's son. We need a safe place to work from, though. Come on, I know you could take out these demon spawn. I'll pay you 500 shekels, and I swear we'll get back on track afterwards. Any idea where the demon spawn are coming from? Probably from the catacombs beneath the sewers. There must be a way in down there somewhere. Let's tread safely, Momo. Momo, angry. Momo is not amused. Is it demon spawn? Shouldn't that be like ghosties? Oh, that kind of demon spawn. Is that a new weapon for me? I've been surrounded. I just lured all of them over here. So are there any in the sleepy world? Dreamy world? No? Oh yes, the weapon. Wait, it wasn't a weapon, it was just his body part? Oh man. Earth elemental focus. Not what I want. I want fire. Fire. Also, I don't mind the ambient sound in this game. I don't think it's that bad. Essence. My essence. Are you gonna set the trap again? Well, hello there, catacombs. Now, are there going to be something in here? Wait, I can't see it? Oh. Fine. Maybe it's because it's hatchling. Hatchling aren't strong like that. I guess you're in charge here. In the name of the Inquisition, desist all illegal activities and depart Kayalisar. Yes. It was worth a try. Momo, you're silly. is this? Demon Eater? I don't want to think about it. Shark better have the 500 shekels he promised me. He sure better. But yeah, I mean, this game is enjoyable. It's just got a few things that I would definitely change about it. Such as the quest, list. And maybe the running speed could be improved. Go away, poison. I mean, I know I can put points in speed and that's what I'm doing, but still. This is quite slow. Oh, he's not here? Fine, he's up there drinking then. Good. And less talky, more fighty. That's what this game could change, you know. Why are those guys slowly gliding over here is what I was gonna say. They're not, it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. Oh, they are sliding. Right? Yeah, he's getting closer and closer to the tree. Why is he sliding like that? Bugs in this game, for sure. Have you wiped out the demon spawn? I've killed most of what's down there, but I still don't know how they got there. I fear they may come back if we don't find the root of the problem. Is there someone you could ask for advice on this? Someone, maybe. It's worth asking. Tread safely, Momo. I have no idea if this game has a Linux client, to be honest. This is the GOG version, so you can go check there if they have it for Linux as well. Ah, Momo, I've been waiting for you. What do you need? It is a rather delicate civil matter that I hope you might assist me with. Apparently I am the dog's buddy for the entire city of Kyalisar. What do you need? My damn apprentice. He's talented but stubborn and lackadaisical. He's gone missing. I sense he's not in Kyalisar. The Master's bond attunement? Indeed. If the bond can be trusted, then I sense that he is at a location in the borderlands between Tamuria and the Outlands. Also, hello, Vijay. Welcome. How are you today? What's there? An old Hellgate, nothing more. What's a Hellgate? What do you need me to do? Go to the Hellgate and find out what's going on. You can make your own assessment of his actions and intents. Either bring him back here for me to discipline him, or you can punish him yourself if the situation warrants it. Very well, but if I do this for you, you'll carry out all my future element changes without charge. A quarter of the price. I cannot reasonably go lower than that. Agreed. I'll see what I can find out. What is a Hellgate? I'm not entirely sure. I believe it is demonological in nature, and therefore I have steered clear of research in that area. Krenz would be the one to ask if you're interested. Let's go talk to Krenz. Friendly. I'm gonna say it as Krenz. We're leaving the city now. Quests seem to be just more and more quests added. But all of
rescued in locate
like
in the just locate
quest.
Solon's missing apprentice at a nearby Hellgate and bring him back to Kayalasa,
Oh yes, Hellgate.
or punish him if necessary.
Well, if I'm gonna bring him back for punishment if he's not trying to kill me. If he tries to kill me, then I can't promise that I don't kill him back. I mean, if someone attacks, I attack back until they are dead. That's just how it goes. May I speak with you further, Krenz? Do you know about the catacombs beneath the city? Certainly, they predate the city itself. Kayalsar used to be a warren of tunnels before even the time of Arkor. Little of the history of that time survives, although we believe the Hellgates date from the same period. Is there any reason to expect the catacombs to be crawling with demon spawn? No, but we believe the people who built them also built the Hellgates, and were adept at summoning demons. It is at the least not inconceivable. What exactly is a Hellgate? There are places where demons can be entreated and invited into the lower realms from the shattered heaven. The facet of reality that once was paradise. When the god of the land still lived, yes. It is said the demons are fallen angels who hate all the races of the Heretic Kingdoms for destroying their paradise. Summoning demons is a dangerous affair by all accounts. The Timurian and Sura shamans have a pact that they use to secure demon allies, and rituals are recorded by the sages to entreat a demon into service. The Order of the Veil frowns upon such practices, though. I would say this game is worth a buy if you like this sort of, style of game. Because it's not bad. I think it's probably not an interesting game to watch someone else play. I think it's probably more interesting to play it yourself. What now? Oops. Religion is death. Death to religion. I wasn't done talking though. What is the Inquisition's policy on demons? The Order frowns upon pacts with demons. It is not quite a religious activity, but demons can be used to promote idolatry by those who seek to enslave people with rites of worship. You should wipe out any demons you encounter, just to be on the safe side. Religion is death and death to religion. Because there's so much talking in this game, and people say that they don't like listening to my voice reading, so... What news? Did you know there are catacombs beneath Karayalasar? No, I do wager Krenz knows about them though. I already talked to Krenz. But yeah, I did try to play a warrior once, but that was so difficult because I just died so fast that I would recommend going for mage build if you want an easy game. archer. And if you look at this one, there's melee, ranged, magic, and speed. That's all there is. Attack speed 68%. But I'm really mostly playing this game because the second game's second book and remake, like they are remaking the second game completely, is coming out in August. So, and I have the first book, and I want to continue with continue that game as well when it comes out because I kind of like it more. So, yeah. It would be interesting to see what they made of it when they were allowed to fix it completely. Okay, Hellgate, let's go. The apprentice is not alone here. I sense many enemies. He has protection. It seems my senses grow keener with each passing day. Oh, hello. You're a ghost. And you totally missed my attack. I mean, escaped my attack. Dodged my attack even. Also, I'm definitely missing a map. So, I've been thinking, oh, I wish this game had a map. All this game I've been thinking that. So I could see where I've been, where I'm going. And then I just said, I'm gonna try press M, see if they have a map. And look, they do, they have a map. And I'm so stupid. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. I feel embarrassed. I haven't said anything about missing a map because, you know. Now that I see where the enemies are coming from. Oh man. Well, this is supposed to be a 20-hour long game, and this is like I've played 8 hours about now. A boot. So. to be Solon's apprentice. Explain yourself. It all got out of hand. He asked me if I could summon demons into the Undercity, and I was confident I could. Who hired you? They didn't say, but I heard one of them mention Gozen when they thought I wasn't listening. There's no one living down there. I thought it was just to protect some treasure. You know how protective some people can be. What about the people guarding you here? I needed to get to the Hellgate, and we're right on the Timurian border here. They gave me some protection. The Horned Demons were my own addition. I'm in big trouble, aren't I? Come with me. Your master can discipline you. I have to come back out here then. One wayward student mage returned in disgrace. Gozen hired him to summon demons in the Undercity. Apparently. I will deal with him. Thank you for your services, Momo. I will honor our agreement when you are next here. There. Go back out. And do it all over again. Let's go have a nap first, though. Might as well. And save. I hope the men are still there, though. Like, I didn't kill them, so... I hope we didn't, like, just wander away with them. I want the experience. Wait, who's that? There's a blue dot there. Blue dots usually mean, well, what I just saw means someone you can talk to. Can you talk to here, maybe? More speedy. Oh well. All this stuff. Equipment. Oh no, I don't need this now. Yes, the medicine is here. Stupid inventory. Wish I could put bags in bags. Medium shield. Block multiplier times 1.5. Doesn't look that great. Look, Heimdall, I found the mini-map. Inventory Tetris is not fun. This isn't really inventory Tetris per se, but inventory Tetris enough. Yeah, I don't think my character is either on the right spot. On the mini-map. I wish there was a store, and I wish the items went into the bags I have automatically, but they don't. They don't go into bags. Hey Sergi, how are you today? And I can't move while I have the inventory screen up. Have you been up to then, Sergi? Have you been making cookies? Oh, I hope you've been making cookies. Been making cookies. I think I killed everything here in the dream world. Yep. Good. Cleaned everything up and got all the experience. That's just how I like it. Save. Oh, it's almost Heimdall stream time. I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon. I feel like I didn't get much done today in this game. Still eating. Yes, if you need Heimdall, you still have like 20 minutes left. This blue dot. Who is hiding somewhere around here? Who are you? Show yourself. Well, let's just leave Hellgate. Okay, Kayalisar. Let's see then. Let's see if we can talk to Sharok. okay, Sherlock, I fixed your stupid problem. You're back. Goes and hide an incompetent mage to unleash demon spawn into the Undercity. Goes too far! This is outrageous! Exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark. Why is there a question mark in there? This is outrageous! I'll pay you 2,000 shekels to kill Gozen for me. You're angry. You should think this over. Who else is going to kill him if not you? This has gone far enough. Are you absolutely certain you want me to kill Gozen? Absolutely. 2,000 shekels, well spent if you ask me. How do we do it? First you need to make a name for yourself as a gladiator. Go speak to the arbiter at the Overlook, the man with the zombie. Tell him you're ready to be tested and give him 200 shekels. Once you want to fight, I should be able to arrange a duel that will get you to Gozen himself. I have been victorious in the gladiator arena. Good, then all that remains is to set up the fight. What exactly is your plan? Gozen has a pragmatic approach to his bodyguards. Anyone good enough can challenge his current bodyguard for the job. Winner takes all. Somewhat ruthless, but it ensures the strongest applicant gets the job. I've already put the wheels in motion that you're looking to stop being my bodyguard and start working for Gozen. Given the price on your head, Gozen will consider hiring you to be a good business decision, if you can beat his current bodyguard. If you can win, you'll be taken straight to Gozen. It'll be the perfect assassination since you'll already have killed his bodyguard. It's devious, I'll give you that, and Gozen will fall for it. That's exactly my thoughts. He will fall for it. I think he will. And if he doesn't? Oh, quit worrying, you can take care of yourself. Just head over to the gladiator arena in a while, and be prepared. Farewell. Tread safely, Momo. Let's go have a nap first before we go into the gladiator arena. Gladiator. Briefly trouble you further, Solon. Nope. Don't need you anything. You for anything, even. Nap, nap, nap. Now we're perfect. Nobody can stop us now. Overlook. We don't need to go to the Overlook right now. You are welcome to enter. Thank you. How much money do I have? 15,840. Well, basically 15. 15,000. Let's see if he has any money to give me. So, you're going up against Ghost's bodyguard. Tough opponent. Let's just say I won't be betting on you this time. How much is the purse for this fight? The backers have put up 5,000 shekels if you can win. I think they're counting on you to lose this time. I'm ready for the arena. Whoa, he's fast. But is he fireproof? I wish I could pick up money just by running over it. earned the right to take over as Gozen's right hand. Take me to Gozen. Ah, Momo, do come in. I assume Shark planned this as an attempt to kill me. It's not the most subtle plan, is it? Why did you let me come anyway? Matters have come to a head. If we don't resolve this issue now, I will lose too many men and too much respect. It will become hard to maintain control. I prefer to face down the problem and get back to business. Why sacrifice your bodyguard? I didn't know if he was stronger than you. If he had been, the matter would have been resolved. Are you ready to fight me? If it comes to that, firstly, how much is Sharok offering to kill me? 2,000 shekels. What's the bounty you're offering for my head up to? 1,000 shekels. I will, of course, be willing to offer you more than Sharok. Switch sides and eliminate Sharok for me, should money be your sole motivation. How much are you offering? Twice what he's offering to kill me, plus the bounty on your head. That's 5,000. Also, I understand that you have been meeting with Jasker. Can we assume that the safe return of his son will further sweeten the deal? Jasker is far less important to me than regaining control of the city. What do you say? Must this end in one of our deaths? Let's see, I'm afraid I can't trust that you won't try to eliminate me after I kill Sharok. As you wish, I appreciate you taking the time to consider the offer. Now the talking is over. Why is the camera like this? Can't be bothered running from this guy. Especially with the camera being so funky. It was worth a try. No, wait, what did I say? I can't believe you killed Gozen. Believe it. Let's see. Gladius. Brigandine Jerkin. That's all I have already. Someone's making yummy smelling foods. I hate people who make yummy smelling foods. They always mock me with their yummy smelling food. Can't believe it just goes then. Oh man. You're exceptional, truly remarkable. Very well. Alright, you're free. Let's go see your father. Father! Momo, I don't know how to begin to thank you for saving my son. I only need one thing. Tell me where I can find Kova. I don't know where he is, but I know how you can find out. There is a lich who lives in Kailasar. His name is Percheron, and you can find him in the crypt behind the thirst for revenge. Take this ring. I took it from the corpse of the theocrat almost 10 years ago now. It has helped me in my work. If you take this ring to Percheron, he will speak to you. I used to provide him with zombies to protect the crypt. He still owes me. What makes you certain that Percheron can aid me? He was trained in necromancy by the same man who trained Kova in the ways of a mage. If Percheron doesn't know where Kova is, I'm certain he can put you on the right path. This is less than I was expecting, Jasker. Well, it is the most any living person in Kailasar can give you, and this ring alone is payment enough for what you've done for me. Let us part ways amicably. Very well. What will you do now? Retire, for a start. I'm getting too old for the undead slave trade, and my son needs a real father, not someone who is away in the mountains all the time and can't take care of him. It's time to move on anyway. I can't stay here in Kaiosar any longer. We'll start a new life elsewhere. I doubt we will meet again. Safe journey, Jesker. And to you, Momo. Hey, let's go vendor shit. You're the only one who still has room in their inventory for my trade. Don't think I need that one, do I? Oh well, I can always probably buy it back. Probably. Don't quote me on that though. Sell this cloak. Have enough room for all my shit. No. Why did you have to go that way? Delighted to see you again. Let's trade. Are you almost done eating, Heimdall? You're back! It's done. Gossen's dead. You're unbelievable, Momo. Absolutely incredible. You single-handedly made me the Thief Master of Kaiosar. I may yet regret it. I swear I owe you big for this one. I have a lot of influence as a Thief Master. If you need a favor, you know where to come. I'll bear that in mind, Sharok. For now, however, our acquaintance is at an end. I have more pressing matters to attend to. Very well. Tread safely, Momo. See what else.
Buy house fights in the underground gladiator arena for money. In the absence of Lord Malfagon, Kaiosar fights in the underground gladiator arena for money and glory. Locate and destroy the Godslayer sword.
A few minutes more. I can entertain people for a few minutes more. Oops, wait. I need to talk to the wizard man anyway. And then see about the arena, the guy says. Offer you. I'll be back later. I killed Gosen. Very well, I shall make plans to support Sharok taking up the position of Thief Master. Orders should return to the city gradually. Thank you for your service. You know the Lich Percheron? Not personally. Jasker is probably the only person apart from the Taverner and the Thirst for Revenge to have ever spoken to him. You could ask Krenz, I suppose. Okay. So we ask Krenz. Krenz knows. Welcome to enter, thank you. Still have fights from me. You're too good for the fights we have at the moment. Come back in a week or so. We might have something for you then. To be like ongoing. Come back here for more gladiator stuff. I hate that. Just let me do the whole gladiator thing in one go then. You know? What can you tell me about Percheron? Nothing of consequence. He was trained in necromancy by the infamous Sais Loron, survived the reign of the Theocrat by hiding here in Kalasar, and helped Jasker seize control of the city during the rebellion. Everything else is minutiae. Is there an end to Darkest Dungeon, or is it like forever going on? Like, is there a proper real ending, like end credits and everything? There is an end. Is the end in sight? Yes, that's what I was wondering. I thought it was like always the endless mode. There's nothing more like than the endless mode. I doubt there's any more demons in here. I killed everyone already. I heard you like jewelries, Percheron. I brought you jewelries. Will you speak to me now? Percheron, I want to talk to you. You have Terran's ring, I see. Take it from Jasker's corpse, did you? Huh? Gave it to me. Said you could help me find Kova. Koa, huh? What business have you with the scarred outcast? That's between Koa and myself. Where Koa can be found I cannot say, but my master was Sais Larvon, and he was Koa's master also. Sais will know where Koa can be found, just as I know where Sais can be found. You have the apprentice's bond with this Sais Larvon? Indeed, and Sais has the master's bond with myself and Koa. Aid you he can, but will he? This I cannot say. Where can I find Sais? He hides well from the world, but hide from me he cannot. You will find my old master in the deep of Redcliffe mines. But reaching him will not be easy, this I warn you now. Sais was and is, and ever will be the master necromancer. In measure of him my skills are not but parlor tricks. And he resents being disturbed. I can take care of myself. Indeed. Any message for your old master? No. It is perhaps best he not know I told you where to find him. I would not dare to offend him. Now leave me be and do not entreat me again. I aid you now only because it amuses me to do so. Lock the crypt on your way out. I see the reputation for blatant insanity among liches is not without basis. Spending all that time alone can't be good for anyone, even the dead. I just hope this Sais Larwan is as willing to aid me as Percheron. Well, 70% is still more than 50%, you know? More than 49. Okay, Heimdall, are you ready now? I'm about ready to stop streaming. Doge needs to go out as well. Oh, 15 minutes, fine. Fine, Heimdall, fine. But I'm not streaming for 15 more minutes. You can get ready in peace and quiet. Okay. So yeah, Heimdall will be streaming in 15 minutes. Let's do a proper save. And I thank you very much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed this game. And me fumbling and stumbling along, hoping to do the right thing and apparently doing the right things. So yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. Hope to see you at Heimdall's place, and see you later. Bye. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, bye. Bye. Okay, bye. Thank you very much, and bye. See you later. Bye.